Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Hello. It is High Priestess Jamila. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my goddess. Yes, I did just wake up. Yes, I did. And I'm in the kitchen trying to find something to eat. I need to adjust my braids. Hello guys, happy Sunday. Trying to warm up this food that I have to share with my son because it's actually his food. But I'm warming it up. Some Waffle House that we had gotten the other night. And I'm starving. So, how y'all doing today? I am actually in the mood to do some readings today. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do any. I've been so busy. And I still have crap to do. Well, it's not crap. But I still have stuff to do. Okay? Yesterday was crazy because I got this done yesterday. Yes, we got this done yesterday. Thank the goddess. So this is actually it's some work that I did. There's some people that don't show their work on here, but I do. Hey guys. Hey guys, hey. Did I come to y'all at a bad time? Is my question. Did I catch y'all at a bad time? Is it something going on? I swear to y'all, I love being back here in my sunroom because it literally feels like you're walking outside. That's what it feels like. At least at my house, it feels that way. Because like as soon as you come out here, it's like, hold on, I'm trying to flip this over. Hey, Mr. Ace. It's just like nature. Even though this is my driveway, and then you can see my garage, but it's like, yeah, I like it. It just, I don't know. It's probably because of the trees, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, I'm in the mood to do some readings, but I'm not real sure, like, what. Um, I have a review coming up for you guys. I actually wanted to talk about love spells, is what I wanted to talk about. But I didn't put it exactly in the title. My eyebrows are like so freaking thick right now. Seem like your eyebrows grow faster in the summertime, don't it? Trying to warm up this food. Hey, hello. We got people with questions. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I will come back and do some chat readings for you guys. Maybe that's what I'll do. Hey, Orion's daughter. Hello. I meant to text you back, but I was doing some personal things. I was doing some stuff now. And so I know this is TMI, but I have a pimple on my butt and it's very painful. I know. I do the TMI thing a lot, y'all. I don't know. I've been kind of feeling kind of emotional today. I've been feeling a bit emotional, y'all. Have y'all? I kind of have been. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, I kind of wish that sometimes when I get a pimple in a spot that I can't really because I can't really reach it, whatever it is. And it popped up last night, just when it went from 0 to 10 last night. It's actually a pimple, you can tell. I haven't looked at it. That's why I need a husband. I need a man so that he can look at it and pop it for me. If I were married, I'd make my husband pop it for me. I'd be like, you have something to do. You go in blind squeezing. That's funny. Did you see my beef tongue? I did some impeccable work for a client. Of course, this has been sitting out. It can't sit out too much longer. In fact, I'm about to freeze it because I'm waiting on my canning jar to get here. So, yeah. But I feel like a sense of completion since I got that done. How do I look today, guys? Do I look like I need to put some makeup on? I look like I definitely need to probably wash my face because I splashed water on my face. That's all I did this morning. I didn't like exfoliate or anything. And it is time for a sugar scrub exfoliation. You can tell that I need it because of my forehead. Yeah. Mm. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Orion's daughter. Okay. Um, I wish that, that never mind. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back. So I am in the mood to do readings. Readings are very intimate. Okay. I typically form a personal bond with everybody that I do a reading with, but some of them are lasting and some of them are not. Oh Lord. Baby, I have food for you.
What?
I have food for you.
What?
Understanding what mommy is saying. Mommy is saying that I have food for you.
Food?
Yes, I have food for you. All right, y'all, hold on. I hate when I have to put down the phone like that, but I needed to splash some cold water on my face. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So here's one thing that I know for sure. One thing that I know for sure is that we have got to get up and get going and get out in nature. Okay? We got to do some camping. We got to do some boat, some fishing. Okay? We got to do some fishing. I am going to plan a camping trip for my family this summer. We're doing some kind of camping trip. Okay? Period. Okay? Nothing's gonna happen. Of course we'll be in a safe place. I wanna go camping. I am so tired of being stuck in the house. You know, when you have either lived in a crazy house, like, a house that you don't want to live in. I love my house that I'm in now. So I don't feel stuck in this house. But like the past for 4 years, I was stuck in a house. So when I went to a hotel, I actually liked it. Because I was stuck in this man's house for 3 years. It was literally like a damn trap house of demons. Okay? I'm just telling y'all how I feel. Get mad at me if you want. Okay? There's certain things that you just don't do. Okay? What if I flipped out on y'all because y'all decided y'all wanted to go see another spiritualist? Like, that's just crazy. I tell you, go right ahead, get someone else's perspective. That's what I would tell you. I'm not going to immediately get afraid that I'm going to lose everything and then start attacking you and your family and filing false stuff against you. Oh, God. Some of these people don't need to have their own businesses. Okay? Many of you are very good and ethical, like myself. Now, the only thing that I wouldn't want is for you to go to another spiritualist, which is different from being a landlord. I wouldn't want you to go see another spiritualist and then not tell me about it or something, or either be talking about me or doing that. That's not what I would like. But other than that, but so this man literally trapped me in this fucking house, and nobody in America fucking said anything about it. Nobody gave a shit. I had to give a shit. Not even the man in my life gave a shit at the time. I was like, dude, this dude is like fucking weird. Now I am living in a house where it's a management company. So yes. Thank you to Hestia. Thank you to Hecate and all the rest of my spirits. Good God, for getting me out of that fucking situation. Because I swear to God, evil men will allow you to stay in a fucked up evil situation like that. Yes, they will. So going to a hotel was the best thing in the world for me. Other than being underneath I'd rather go pay a hotel than pay that man some rent. He don't deserve a damn penny. Trying to trap somebody. Then he was doing spiritual work on me and shit. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm out of your house. I love this house right here. This house is everything to me. I love this house. Just coming from that situation, and I kept trying to tell people, and nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared. So, yeah, that's just, I can't, I hate disgusting men like that. I hate disgusting men like that. I do. I don't like men like that. And I don't like men that feed off of other fucked up men. It's like, God, why are you so insecure? Why? Why, God? Why? Why didn't you ever learn? Why? Sorry, y'all. I don't know where all that drama came from. I don't know where all that came from, but I had to release it evidently. Can you imagine how perfect you would feel 24/7 if it were not some other asshole trying to make you feel some type of way? Ugh. So glad that I don't have to live that way no more. Yeah, my house I got this through a management company. This is not like of course it has a private owner, but it's managed by a professional fucking company. And that's what I prefer, because this dude, just because somebody thinks of a fucking name, P&C Management Company, that doesn't mean that it's actual fucking company. So, and I give my management company a very good rating. In fact, I got to call them for a maintenance issue that I have, but they are very, very fast. And I don't even have to call them. Just open up my maintenance requests online. So I am doing better than I have ever been doing, ever, to be honest with you. And, that's where I want it to be. I can't stand men that are like, keep her where she's at so that it can be convenient for us. You freaking peasant. You freaking peasant. The fact that this man expected me to hold back my life so that he could get a fucking government check. I wanted to just throw it away. That's why I said I'm self-terminating. They actually did a news special about women on Section 8 because I was on housing at the time. Oh, I pay my full rent now. Trust me. Trust me. It's $13.75. You can donate if you want to help. No, I'm joking. That was I pay my rent. My business pays my bills. Okay. But they did a special on women on housing and how those I would if I found out my child was on it, I would make more money. I would buy my child a house. I would never ever want to put my daughters in the situation to where they have to deal with a sleazy ass fucking landlord. Oh my god, that man was so fucking he was slithering. He reminded me of that damn we had a slug outside. I meant to go out there and get that slug. It's probably gone by now. He was so slithery. He was slippery and uh in fact, I want to buy houses for all of my children. I just want to buy them houses so they don't have to live under that kind of bondage. I'm too sensitive for that shit. It's like, and no, I'd rather work fucking 40 hours a fucking day than sit up here and get this free bullshit. So, you get what you pay for, don't you? Because it was unfucking believable. It was unfucking believable. But you know what? It did teach me something. It taught me something about self. It taught me my strength. Is what it taught me. Okay? And it taught me I already wanted better for myself. So it's not like I didn't know no damn better. Okay? But it just taught me to never doubt myself, to survive something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I survived internet bullying, but I was bullying folk back, so I don't really play victim about that. I was pretty I was pretty treacherous, in dealing with people online. I could have, been a little bit more gracious during that. Yes. Oh, oh yeah, honey. Sorry, I forgot to get him a fork. Anyway, no, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. That is disgusting. I don't agree with people. Like, he was trying to take advantage of me, though. Okay, he had no idea what was on my mind. He thought that I was just some ignorant person. And you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, dude, like, I want more in life than your little raggedy house. Like, I've never heard of a landlord. This has never happened to me before. I thought about writing a book about this, kind of like a fictional book, but deriving it off of that story. Nobody cared. Nobody would believe me. Even the man I was dealing with at the time, he just wanted a cheap lay. So he just, he told me I couldn't survive without housing assistance, which I laughed at. I laughed at all of that. Because, you just, when you just know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about that wisdom. So I don't have those same issues. Like I never, when I left it, they, of course they said, oh, she got kicked off. No, I left it. I left that stuff. I have proof that I self-terminated off of that program. And when I left, I knew that my life was going to get so much better from there. And that's just all it is to it. So, people want to not give you credit for what you've done. Hell, I don't, it is what it is. Now I'm just looking forward to having peace and like I'm not in that situation anymore, but it did cause a little bit of PTSD. So when I look at women, I know what y'all go through. That's why you can't tell me nothing about women when when they're dealing with what they're dealing with. And then for some reason, it seems as though The houses are cheaper. They're not as good quality. The landlords are not taking care of these properties. So it just really, and you really want to go towards home ownership. Renting should be a temporary thing. I got caught in like the rent trap. I think it's bad because, especially if you want to be a homeowner, those programs are bad. But I understand when you don't understand your actual earning potential as a woman, because it's been oppressed and suppressed, and you've been told your entire life that if you want a house, you just have to have this man, and if you don't have a man, you don't have a house. Well, Jamila don't have a fucking man, and I have a fucking house. Okay, so don't tell me. And why is it necessary, though? Why is it necessary for women to be down and out and at a disadvantage? Why? I couldn't do that to myself. Like, no. And I don't have to look hard and done over. I don't have to look like I just went through hell at the same time. I don't have to look like that just because I've obtained this. I did it with a very positive, winning spirit, right? Yeah, Princess Cass, I did that because I knew that's what I would be comfortable with. But in a few years, I am definitely going to put in an offer on this house. In a few years, I'm gonna attempt to buy it, and then I'll start to do like some home improvements. But they say that women can't build, women can't, you can't make 2 or 300 grand a year. You can't be, you can't do that. Maybe if you win the lotto, or if you become an actress or something like that, which is nothing wrong with that. But you know, I've never aspired to be that. I know that I really liked real estate. Like that was the field that I preferred. So yeah, but I have this times when you have a pimple on your butt, you want a man. Now, I had an ex, he would pop all of my pimples just if they were on my back, if they were on my face. He would pop all of my pimples. I don't know what it was. And then I was in my 20s back then, so I probably had more pimples than I have now, because I don't really have a pimple problem. I mean, if I quit, like, I noticed that when I quit smoking, I started getting like these blemishes and stuff. But that's just because, it's how the body reacts to detoxification. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think some of this stuff that there is nothing more toxic than a toxic person or a toxic man. There is nothing more toxic to a woman than a toxic man. I don't care if you smoke cigarettes, a freaking hookah, if you smoke gas every day. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say gas. Or if you smoke marijuana, if you smoke methamphetamines, it doesn't matter. That nothing is more toxic than a toxic ass man. They exist. What do? They kind of make you want to have a drink early in the morning. Early. Yeah. Well, if you're a kept, what the hell does that even mean anyway? A kept woman? That's just so funny. Oh goodness, boy. Anyway, a kept woman with a man with a good job. Yeah, but I don't want a man with a good job. I don't want that. I want him to have his own business, and I want him to be independent. But Yeah, otherwise, yeah. Uh, yeah. Well, that is so good. You got lucky, Princess Cass. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, that is a serious problem, and they lucky I didn't make a stink about it. I think that when your landlord starts to act weird, let's not do weird. No, let's not ever do weird because weird will get you without a tenant. I've had landlords do some weird things. There was this house I was living at in Kansas City, and this man actually came by my house at like 11:30 at night to paint the garage or the basement because he needed to paint the floor of the basement. I'm about to go to sleep. I get the kids to sleep because that was back when I worked. I had to get up in the morning and go to work and get the kids to school. I hated that life. I really did. I hated that life. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I think homeschooling your kids and running a fucking business, family business, is the best thing in the world. It's just my fucking opinion. And if I could, choose in between that life and this life, now I will tell you that I guess, the one thing about it, but see, there's a community of people that don't necessarily deal with that. And then you can always meet people like you don't like I didn't like that life. I didn't like that life. It's ironic how when this whole thing kicked in, the COVID-19, they had to shut down the schools, and then a lot of people had to, I think that it was an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, for you to maybe look at a different way of living. Like sometimes I feel like they're trying to force you to look at a different way of living other than this institutionalized indoctrination that I'm gonna be honest with you. My children, they love school because of the other kids, and they were very social, and they could go there and let their hair down and be bad or whatever. But and just kind of because my children are like little stars or whatever. But I actually fucking hated school. I hated it. I would go to school and just zone out. And I think a lot of people like me did that in school because obviously I was born with my spiritual gifts. I had no idea about them. And I'd be sitting in this fucking classroom with this person teaching me something that I already fucking know. I'm like, I already know that. 1 + 1 = 2. 3 × 3 = 9. Yes. How many times do we have to do it? Oh, you want to now we're gonna figure out 100 more ways, and that's when they came out with Common Core, which was years after I was in school. Now they trying to give the children 100 other alternative ways, and that shit was stupid in my opinion. I tried to go over some stuff with my children. I was like, why are they doing this? That Common Core, a lot of parents complained about it. You think anybody gave a shit? No, they don't care. They don't care. They're just, and so I'm like, why do I have to be a part of this at all? Like, Jacob has never been in school. He knows how to read, write, and count. He knows all of his ABCs, one, two, threes. And I didn't even really have to fuck. Like, I believe in unschooling. If you do unschooling, these kids will still learn at even sometimes a higher rate than other children. So guys, I'm sorry. I'm tired of fucking living in a bubble and people wasting my time, literally. I'm like, why Do you want to go to, like, why do you want to go do that and waste your time in life? You're just going to end up right where I'm at, probably. Especially y'all witches and stuff, because when you get out here in the real world, like when you're in your teens and 20s, you just think, oh, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to do this. And then when you get out there, you realize that it's all bullshit. When you get out there, you realize that it was all bullshit. You realize that, especially when you realize that there's no job security. There isn't. There's only money, but there's no job security. Okay, and that tends to make a lot of people feel insecure, but I knew that back in the day. Y'all remember when y'all would go into these temp agencies and do their testing? And so I was taking a typing test, and in the typing test it says something about financial security and retiring from a company is the thing of the past. There's a high turnover rate. It was like a little and it's the truth about what's happening with jobs. Like, unless you're like the CEO of a company. I personally would rather be the CEO of my own company. I hate that when people like especially with my children, like, they're looking for jobs right now and they've been interviewing for jobs, but I'm like, start your own business. I am. I'm planting that seed in their mind where they do go out there and be more independent and start their own businesses. And you don't have to be afraid of that. A lot of people get scared, which is a large part of the problem, is the fear that you have. I can imagine that would, if you were somebody in my position, which there's so many women that are, you wouldn't want to leave housing because you'd be afraid that you wouldn't be able to pay your own rent. But then why should you be afraid of that? And then the double-edged sword that you have, which is actually your power and your strength, is, well, is my business going to be consistent? Am I going to really, and that's something that you have to decide for yourself. You can't allow somebody else to determine that or dictate that for you, because it starts in the mind. And you guys know, especially that ritual that we just did. Especially that ritual that we just did. So, and I don't understand why anybody would want to try to put or plant negative subconscious thoughts in somebody else to make them fear, but they've been doing that to women for the longest. They have been. They've been doing that to, just the general consensus of it all. How will you make it? How are you gonna do that? How they just, God, it's ridiculous. And it just, I don't even know what to say about it. Like, and then they'll say, send your kid to school so that they can become a slave like us. That's what they'll say to you. They'll say, send your kid to school so that your kid can be just like us. Programmed, but can't get nowhere in life. Speaking about a system that has done nothing for them yet, because it really hasn't. Your money is your money. Your money. See, the problem is that y'all don't own y'all money. Y'all don't own your power. When you learn to own when you say this is my, okay, I see this person, I see Bill Gates, I see Oprah, she got like $80 billion, but then I got my own money in this universe as well. And then that's when you start to empower yourself. You stop having to go out on a limb, and trying to, what I'm saying, figure those things out. So, guys, I'm so serious about that, especially when it comes to anybody, whether or not you're male or female. Men don't have to be codependent on women. It's like we don't. What is up with these people in this codependency? Oh, I can't make it without you. I wish I ever would say that to somebody. I wish I ever would. I wish somebody else would have that kind of power over me. And why would they even want that? Why would you even want somebody? Well, I can't make it. Yeah, she can't make it without me. Well, I might need you for some sex, but if you turn me off talking that same cookie cutter society bullshit, I'll probably get bored with you. More than likely. God, and then that's when your mind starts to expand on some real shit. When you get rid of that equation, when you're not talking about that anymore, when you're not talking about poverty or struggle, it tends to elevate you, don't it? It elevates you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're talking about it right now, but we're talking about it from an elevated perspective. We're not talking about it from a lower perspective. We're talking about this from a higher perspective. And I love it. Hold on a second, guys, because I got tired of it. And to be honest with you, just because you don't have a college education does not mean that you can't make it in this world. The richest people in this world don't have a college degree. A very interesting fact, maybe they went to college for the experience or just but they started their own businesses, and I don't understand why people don't accept this. This should be something that people should want to accept because it represents, probably everything that you want in life instead of just confused all the time. I don't get it. Jacob, come down here, baby. Come and get your food. Hey, Amanda. But see, they hate on each other, though. Orion's daughter, it's not even just men hating on women. They hate on other men, too. Other men hate on other men. And I still don't get that because, why? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Hate doesn't make any sense to me at all. It really doesn't. It's really a waste of energy, in my opinion. Because, you could have been doing something else, and it doesn't matter what other people think. It's about what you think. It's about, you know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, if you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, like, doing harm to people or something like that, causing suffering to others, there's a lot of people that just don't get that, you can flourish in this world without trying to suffer other people, without trying to make other people suffer. So, Jacob, come get your food, hon. Jay, I have eggs and sausage and hash browns for you. And some juice. Yeah, I hate that though. And I hate this whole thing, especially in the black community where, black women are supposed to be poor. That's some bullshit. And I don't even know very many poor black women. Most of the black women that I know they have careers. So I don't even know where this started from. I don't even understand that. I never, and why is it that that's always the place that they go? And then they'll tell you, well, you're 30. You haven't ever had anything in life before, so why should you get it now? And then that's when I walk away. That's when I walk away because that's just like if somebody had an apartment all throughout their 20s. And then they decided at the age of 30, oh, I'm ready to buy a house. And somebody walks up to them and says, no, why would you go buy that house? You've been living in an apartment. That sounds like something, guys, Tell me that that even sounds right. You been No, you should just stay where you at. Why though? Like because for the past 5 years you've been in a park. Well, why can't I expand? It's like it's called expansion. It's called expansion. And see, I was looking at properties before I came down here to Atlanta. I fell in love with the real estate down here. They have a lot of beautiful real estate down here, especially some, over by the areas that have a lot of the mature trees and stuff. And it's just very beautiful foresty feel down here. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Okay. Like I would always come back here, even if I moved. Jacob, come get your juice and stuff, baby. You have juice. I told you that it's eggs and sausage and hash browns.
What?
Yeah, come on.
Um,
I know you done ate that waffle and you're probably pretty full, but eat as much of this as you can. Okay, baby. So I don't get that. I don't understand what the appeal to that would be, and then people trying to purposely, do harm to other people's money and stuff. Like, I just don't get that. I don't see the appeal. And I just, I don't care that much. I really don't. I really don't, care about other people that much to give a damn about what the hell they got, to be honest with you. I care about what I got, and I mind the business that pays me. Okay? That's the best way to be. Mind the business that pays you. For real. So, I don't know, guys. I want to do some readings with the Witch's Kitchen Oracle, and I think I'm going to do that today. But I'm going to eat this food first. And I don't know if I'm going to stay on live while I eat, or if I think I may get off, guys. I think I've said enough for the day. So I am going to um, continue to help women improve themselves. I don't understand why somebody would, and men. If, I don't discriminate against men at my company. I really don't. But as long as you're being respectful, you're good. That's really how I feel about it. But I can tell you that you have to be able to, and you know what men will do? They'll just say, "Oh, this woman is crazy." Look at what I've dealt with. I've dealt with a bunch of crazy men. And, some of them literally have no compassion. They're very dogmatic. So I know how men can be. And they don't scare me. Okay? I'm just telling y'all what I know. A man's world, the so-called world that they say is a man's world, that shit don't scare me. I might need to heat these up some more. So now I've actually spoken to women that when you try to get that money portal to open up inside of them, it's very difficult. You know what I'm saying? Unblocking your money portals. It can be a challenge. And some people don't really have their own ideas yet, or they haven't discovered them yet. So, this food is really good. So, Yeah, but that's kind of crazy. I was trapped in that house and now I'm here. I knew I was going to wake up from that nightmare eventually, and I did. Okay, that's refreshing. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. It was nice talking to y'all today. I'll be back with some readings. I'll have to get set up so that I can go over this deck with you guys. Anyway, I will see y'all later. Okay. Have a good day. Thank you for coming. All right. I'll see you guys later. Love and light.